ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ ਦੇ ਮੇਅਰ ਜੋਹਨ ਟੋਰੀ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਅਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ ਪਾਰਕਿੰਗ ਅਥਾਰਟੀ ਦੀ ਦੇਸ਼ ਭਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਗ੍ਰੀਨ ਪੀ ਪਾਰਕਿੰਗ ਸਥਾਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੈਂਕੜੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨਿਕ ਵਾਹਨ ਚਾਰਜਿੰਗ ਸਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਸਥਾਪਿਤ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਐਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਟੋਰੀ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ 2023 ਦੇ ਅੰਤ ਤੱਕ 11 ਲਾਟਾਂ ਅਤੇ 100 ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਈਵੀ ਚਾਰਜਿੰਗ ਸਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਸਥਾਪਿਤ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾਣਗੇ। ਟੋਰੀ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਈਵੀ ਪਹਿਲਕਦਮੀ ਉਸ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਉਦਾਹਰਨ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ ਲਿਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨੈਟ ਜ਼ੀਰੋ ਐਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਟੀਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਹੱਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ।
And in what they're doing both on and off the street. Of course, on-street parking, again, there's a challenge there, and it's more challenging to put EV charging stations there. And the City Council has authorized a faster moving forward with those initiatives, but off-street, including in particular in green P lots, which we have the good fortune to own through the Parking Authority. It is a place where we can move forward, as I will outline today, and as Scott will as well. This has involved quite a lot of work. Again, I think most people understand that just to sort of say you're putting in a charging station isn't as simple as that. You wish it was. But we've had great cooperation from Toronto Hydro with all their work on electrification, together with the Transportation Services Department, the Environment and Climate Division, the Toronto Atmospheric Fund, and many other partners TPA is working with to bring the charging program to life. These are things that are simple to talk about but not as simple to implement, but we're moving forward, and today is evidence of that. The charging stations here in this Green P lot on Wellesley Street mark the start of a multi-year program that will see many more charging stations constructed across TPA's Green P off-street parking facilities. And it is something that multi-year doesn't mean all that far away, because as I'll mention, a lot of this work is going to be done even this year as we finish the year and into next year and the year after. The TPA are going to use its knowledge and its data, because they have a lot of information they've collected from the use of the Green P app and otherwise, to decide where best these EV charging stations should go in the initial instance, so that we can make sure they're located where people are most likely to use them. The initial focus will be in the downtown, but the objective is to make sure that we stretch that infrastructure across the city as appropriate. Starting in 2023, Toronto Parking Authority will take over the responsibility for installing and operating all City of Toronto on-street public EV charging stations. Their ambitious plan includes the provision of more than 100 EV charging stations at 11 Green P parking locations by the end of this year, growing to over 650 charging stations off-street and on-street by the end of 2024. And this is another example of the progress that we are making step by step to move our city forward and achieve solutions to reach net zero emissions by 2040, which is the city's stated goal. We're in line with our partners in the federal and provincial governments who are investing in electric vehicles and the critical minerals needed to build them, and batteries for that matter. There have been initiatives undertaken in that regard, and we are working hard to meet the federal government's goal of reaching 100% zero emission vehicles